Well, this is a story that stunned the nation when it happened. The day a baggage handler stole a passenger plane from one of America's largest airports without anybody noticing. 4 years later, new surveillance video shows us how that employee with no flying experience boarded the Alaska Airlines jet and took off before crashing to his death on an island in Washington state. Correspondent Dan Tilkin with our station in Portland tonight takes a closer look at how this all happened.
Hey, pilot guy, can this thing do a backflip, you think?
Witnesses on the ground didn't know what to think when they saw two F-15s from Portland pursuing a Horizon Air passenger plane over Puget Sound, August of 2018. At the controls, 4-year Horizon employee Richard Russell, assigned to handle baggage and cargo with no flying experience, in constant communication with air traffic control.
Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now.
An hour and 13 minutes after takeoff, the FBI says he intentionally crashed into an island south of Seattle and died. What we haven't been able to show you until now is how Richard Russell stole the plane. Surveillance video obtained by Coin6 shows Russell in a dark t-shirt, backpack, and flip-flops checking in through employee security at SeaTac just after 2:30 in the afternoon, 5 hours before he steals the plane. As he goes through the metal detector, you can read the words on his back: "The sky's not the limit." He collects his scanned belongings from the conveyor, and then he leaves through a door, headed out to do his job. An outside camera shows the plane Russell would steal, a Horizon Q400 owned by Alaska Air. At the top left of your screen, just before 7 p.m., you see Russell arrive in a tow vehicle. He drives behind the plane and reappears at the nose. That's where he attempts to attach the tug. For unknown reasons, he would do that 2 more times, driving away and back to the plane over the next 18 minutes. After his second trip, another camera captures Russell driving through a cargo area, again for unknown reasons. You see him get off the tug and run out of sight. 8 minutes later, Russell is back, driving the tow vehicle to the front of the plane again, where he attached the tow bar. Several minutes pass until you can see Russell inside the cockpit. The FBI says he was familiar with the checklist of actions for starting an airplane, and he begins the sequence to bring the engines to life. The process takes him 3 minutes until the propellers start to turn. Russell then leaves the plane, gets back in the tow vehicle, and as Russell pushes the plane back, you can see at the far right of the screen another employee pulling cargo or luggage trailers pass by, oblivious to what is happening. Russell turns the passenger plane towards the taxiway. He leaves the tow vehicle and disconnects the unmanned plane with engines running. He drives the tow vehicle out of the way. As soon as he's disconnected, you can see the plane start to creep forward. Moments later, Russell reappears, running towards the left propeller. He pulls down the stairs, climbs into the cockpit, and stops the plane's advance. Employees at the security gate in the foreground have no idea what is happening behind them. 4 minutes later, Russell rolls the plane out of view. What happens next is off camera. But you can hear the confusion between the tower and other pilots as Russell gets the plane cutting in line for takeoff.
Aircraft on Charlie, lining up runway 16 center, say your call sign.
That aircraft was passing behind the Horizon when he was taking off roll, and I don't know what he was doing.
Who's the aircraft on runway 16 center?
And then air traffic control hears from Russell for the first time.
Seattle ground, Horizon guy, about to take off. It's going to be crazy.
His wheels are smoking left and right as they are right now as he's rolling down the runway.
All right, I'm not even talking to him.
From several different surveillance cameras, you can see Russell and the plane take off smoothly.
He came flying out of the cargo area in front of Delta.
And there's just a single pilot in there.
He came flying out of nowhere. We didn't even hear. We thought we missed somebody. Tower, you need to call and scramble now.
We are.
He's talking about scrambling the F-15s from Portland, which train every day for hijackings and terrorist threats. It takes just 15 minutes for the F-15s to fly from Portland to Seattle using afterburners to go supersonic. As Russell flew erratically over Puget Sound, the F-15s flanked him.
He just needs some help controlling his aircraft.
Nah, I don't need that much help. I played some video games before.
Air traffic control tried persuading Russell to land safely, including at nearby McCord Air Force Base. But he continued dangerous maneuvers before crashing into a small island 73 minutes after his unlikely liftoff.
I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.